You know, there ain't nothing better than a good snack stick. That didn't it. That's horrible. Look at that. Overprocessed, greasy, not very good at all. $7 for a 4.1 ounce bag. Let's make something a little bit better. It'll taste better, be more cost effective, and pretty cool to have something that you did yourself. Let me get some things together and we'll get going. All right, I think we got everything rounded up here. We're going to cheat today. We're just going to use store-bought 80/20 burger. Save some time on grinding today. Save me from having to clean something else up, mainly a grinder. But 5 pounds of burger, 80/20. Store-bought bacon crumbles. I gave them a little bit better of a chop because they were kind of big. Just dump it all in there. Everybody in the pool. There we go. And we got a list of things here. See if we can get this in the camera. We have got 3 tablespoons of salt, a tablespoon of white table sugar, a tablespoon of crushed red pepper, half a tablespoon of garlic powder. I put in a half tablespoon of accent. That's optional. Some people don't like to use it. I enjoy it. It's got a teaspoon of Instacure. That little bitty spot. That's all the Instacure you're gonna need. Teaspoon of chipotle powder. And this pile right here, that's 1 ounce of carrot fiber. What in the world are we doing putting carrot fiber in there? It's good stuff. It's odorless, flavorless. Mixed in with the meat, it'll allow it to hold more moisture and make it stick together better. It's a great little trick. But to start with here, yep, I like beer with my snack sticks. Why would I add water to my mix for a slurry? Put a little IPA beer in there. So I can grab a spoon. But what we're going to do is we're going to mix this all up. It's probably going to take the whole can, even more. We're going to get this mixed up and we'll dump it into the meat. And then we're going to mix it by hand until it's just absolutely sticky. You want to work at it and work at it, work at it till your hands are cold, because the meat's cold, which is very important. Keep that meat cold. And your fingers are aching. The meat starts sticking between your fingers, making webs. You've got just about enough protein extracted out of it. Between the protein and that carrot fiber, everything will stick together real well. I'll jump back on here in just a minute. Also to the mix, we'll be adding this here. About a pound of high temperature blue cheese crumbles. Doesn't that sound good? Sounds good to me. Black and blue steak is one of my favorite. So why couldn't a guy make black and blue pepper sticks? Bacon, blue cheese. Most of the good flavors you find in a steak. I'm just going to put it in a stick and make something good out of it. I'm going to keep mixing this for a while. It's going to take about 5 minutes. There ain't no reason to bore you with all that. Alright, we're back. I'd mixed this up, set in the fridge for a few hours, let all those flavors come together, and you can see it's sticky. We've got one more thing we're going to put in here. See it right there. It's encapsulated citric acid. Just little bitty pebbles. And what this is going to do is this is going to give us that it's going to simulate an old time fermented tang that you would get with meat. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sprinkle this over it. You want to do this last. You don't want this to break down in the mix. This stuff will actually start to release when your meat gets up around about the 132, 135 degree. These little grains of citric acid have a coating over them, and it'll actually start to dissolve about 132, 135 degrees, and that's what'll give you your tang. So that was a tablespoon. I'm gonna give it just a little bit more beard. I like to have it mixed up loose when I go to stuff it. Not soupy, but loose. But I'll get this mixed up, and I'll get a stuffer set up, and we'll get back to filming. Okay, well, we've got all the meat loaded up in this vertical stuffer. Pretty basic contraption. Put your meat in, crank the handle, shove the plunger down, puts the meat out the end. Got a casing loaded up on the stuffing horn. I've got them pre-cut, so I'll make about 32-inch long links, about like this. And they'll drape over the meat pole in my smoker just right. And that makes a nice portion size. So, ain't a whole lot to it. Just take your time. Work that handle. Use just a little bit of pressure. These collagen casings will break pretty easy if you try to overstuff them. That's it. There's a link, ready to go. Just tie the end off, and it will be ready for smoke. Get the rest of these run out, and we'll see you at the smoker. Okay, we've got them in the smoker. I'm loaded up in my BFG. Right now I have it just on a fan cycle. I've got a smoke generator that's plumbed in the back. Get a little light smoke on them for a while. It's plenty cold enough out here, they'll be fine. And we'll start putting some heat to them and see if we can get them to finish. Well, we got the BFG set on low. Run about 180 degrees. Let's see what we got going on here. Starting to take some color. Got a probe in so we can watch our temperatures. We're shooting for about 153, 154 degrees. And then we will give them a splash of ice water, shock them, and stop the cooling. Just trying to bring the temperature up really slow so we don't break down the fat and get it running out of the meat. All right, 155 degrees. Got a nice color on them. Time to take them off, splash them in some ice water, cool them off. We'll let them hang for an hour or so. Let them dry, let them set, and they'll be good to go. Well, look at that. We splash them down in the ice water and let them cool down, get them shocked. I'll let them hang here in front of this fan. I got a little fan going behind them, just hanging up here in my pantry. We're going to let them set for about an hour like this. Tighten the cases up, set the color, and they'll be ready to put into the fridge for the night. If they last in your house, just in a Ziploc bag in the fridge, they'll last a couple of weeks. They usually don't last that long around my house unless I vacuum seal them and hide them from everybody else.